This guy, unbelievable. I don't know his politics, but I find him to be so snarkily rude and awesome to the airlines.
He's a Republican from Missouri.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do appreciate that flying on your airlines is a disaster, don't you? I'm slightly amazed by the general attitude of all of you here. Flying on your airlines is horrible. It's a terrible experience. I mean, I say this as a father of 3 young children, but I can't tell you, nobody enjoys flying on your airlines. It's a disaster. You charge people fees that they know nothing about. You harass them to death. I'll never forget, Mr. Johnson, during COVID, when an attendant on your airline threatened my wife because our then 5-year-old son, his mask had slipped. This is back when we all had to wear those ridiculous masks. His mask had slipped below his nose. This flight attendant came up to my wife and said, if she didn't keep that mask over his nose at all points on this 4-hour flight, she would personally see that my wife was banned from flying. This has happened over and over to families. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And your attitude here today seems to be, well, devil may care. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, I think we are going to do something about it. So how much have you paid people to pull out customers who are in line with a bag that's 2 centimeters too big, Mr. Schroeder?
Pause the spot. Can you pause it?
We recognize this is a hard.
This is crazy.
This is something I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Did you know?
Yes.
And by the way, of course, a liberal weenie like Mauser would be like, this guy's an asshole. All right, Mauser, I hope you pay double fees. You nerd.
Do you want to get charged fucking extra for your stupid bag fee because it's this much too big?
God, Mauser's a nerd.
Meanwhile, they're paying these people $10 a bag or something.
You know this?
I didn't know that.
When someone at the gate,
They're incentivized.
When someone at the gate is like, your bag's a centimeter too big, do you know they get a bonus for fucking with you?
I did not know that.
Keep watching. And it's like, what? So when your carry-on is an inch too big for their little case,
Just like
they're being dicks on purpose.
Just like if your bag's a pound too much, you got to put it in your carry-on, which is also going on the plane, and the fat person next to you can sit there at the same price.
I love this guy. Keep watching.
It's a hard job, and so therefore we incentivize them to do that.
How much?
It's $10 per bag.
Wow, $10 per bag. And I think, Mr. Klein, you and Mr. Schroeder, your airlines cumulatively have spent $26 million paying gate agents between 2022 and 2023 to catch passengers whose bags are a little bit too big.
Jesus.
$26 million. I mean, if people want to know why it's such a terrible experience to fly, this is news for them today. Your airlines are paying millions of dollars to your employees to harass people who've already paid.
Hey.
They're there in line because they've already paid.
Here's extra
It's
money
unbelievable.
if you harass your customers.
Is this just a panel of the shittiest airlines? Because I see Spirit and Frontier. Are there any other airlines?
Spirit's
and Spirit, Frontier, maybe Southwest in there.
Yeah. Keep going for a minute.
Wait, let me just ask you this while I have you here. Why is it that you charge different people different fees for carry-on bags? Why isn't it just a flat fee? Why is it that I might get charged one fee, my wife might get charged a different fee? Why is that?
Why is that?
So overall, our job is to generate the most revenue we can, so we can be profitable as an airline. If we're not profitable, actually we have costs, and there's costs out there, and we have to make sure that we're above the cost line in order to make sure that we can run a profitable entity.
Yeah, I got it. No, I got it. I got it. And money's the answer. So last year, your carry-on bag fees ranged between $15 and $99. That's extraordinary. One person might pay $15, somebody else might pay $99. How do you determine it? Is it based on personal characteristics?
It's
you charge
never
women more.
It's never based on personal characteristics.
You charge minors more.
We do not, sir.
What? Just people who are suckers? I mean, how do you do it?
Well, there is a cost to carry any kind of bag.
Yeah, but why do you charge some people more? I understand the cost, and you make clear money's your bottom line. I get that, but why is it that you're charging some people triple, quadruple the amount?
Well, the length of the flight should matter in this as well. So
yeah, but that's not the data. The data shows is we're talking about the same people on the same flight might get charged radically different prices for a one carry-on bag. You do the same thing for check bags. Why is that?
Right. So just for the record, the $99 charge has been reduced to $79 as a maximum. What ends up happening here is we want to make sure that we can get the best price to the best people at the right time.
The best people? Who would they be?
Sorry, let me rephrase. The right price.
Are those the people who what? I mean, no, explain it to me. I'm interested. Who are the best people?
Well, that was the misstatement, sir. What we're trying to do is get the right price at the right time. And what that also means is making sure that if someone is if someone's on a flight that's now filling up, and we have a lot of, as we talked about, unbundled pricing,
and they get screwed. So like if you have the misfortune of having to book your flight at the end because maybe something's been canceled, then you're going to get screwed. Is that what you're telling me? You're not one of the best.
Are you
people.
Referencing just fares?
I'm just responding to
You
your
can stop it
testimony.
there. This
I'm
guy's
listening
fucking
to you.
great. I love that clip.
Bill
so
Hawley
much.
talking to
Josh
apparently Josh Hawley talking to all of the airlines about these mystery fees, but really singling out Spirit Airlines because they do charge for every little thing along the way. But, you know, how does this happen? We let things get out of control where these businesses are just ripping off the public and ripping off people right in broad daylight. It's not fair.
This guy could run on this platform alone in 2028, and I think he'd win.